One thing I noticed that is pretty fun is the civil war mechanic for when the fascist or communist get big enough political support, they can start a coup and basically do, I suppose, a dynamic form of what happens to Spain. Also, Republican Spain has won there, I suppose. So I missed that. I missed that they won. Unfortunately, they won because they're not on my side. 1938, this is far away. We could go for resource gain efficiency, which would be pretty good. Synthetic refinery. Synthetic refinery. That's not really too much of a focus at the moment, I don't think. Could go for research time. That will benefit everyone. Okay. I've already got a 91 army experience. So this will be good enough to upgrade all of our troops. We have a military factory here, probably gotten from the invasions that are going on. I guess, focus more on the KI-27. And one more on the KI-27. How many do I even have? Oh god, there's a lot of them. Oh yeah, it was due to... No, it's insufficient resources now. What are we needing? Even more aluminum. God damn it. And we even need some oil. You know, speaking of which, just because I put it down making these oil refineries, suddenly I need more oil. So you know what? In construction, right now they are working on more naval dockyards and to repair infrastructure in Guangxi. But I think a synthetic refinery will be a pretty good investment. They could be placed here in North Korea and South Korea, respectively, to get me some oil. Just so I don't have to rely too much on exports. And that oil refinery is also gives what I assume is rubber. So that lowers the amount I'm needing. Speaking of rubber, that is something I need more of. I actually need now quite a lot of it because I accidentally ended up cancelling the requirements. The Anschluss of Austria, okay. The Treaty of Sujian. Oh, so Shanxi has fallen. That is my request, and done. There we go, we got that area. It's a shame that Mengoku is a free thing. Otherwise we could have taken that as well. Here we have improved artillery. That will be a future project, but soon enough. Soon enough. Let's go for the field hospital. Or should we? Field hospital or not? That is the question. I should really get started on naval doctrine as well, but if you're going to focus everything on... If you're going to have the doctrines fully upgraded all the time, that only leaves one to everything else. One research spot for everything else. Oil plant. Let's go for more excavation, so we rely less on imports. Guangxi click will fall. Don't you worry. Research slot available. We got support weapons too. Support weapons are pretty good. I'm considering now, I'm trying to think in the back of my mind while the battle rages on, whether if I should add, you know, artillery at the end here, or if I should not. There we go, new natural focus is done. Could go for advanced torpedoes, which I will not do at the moment, it's not necessary. We could go for Fortress Japan, but that just serves no purpose at the moment. Synthetic oil focus or warrior traditions. Warrior traditions. No, that doesn't really seem fun anyway. Army innovation. There we go. That will save us some time. And here are the dockyards. I think most will be added to the carriers. Okay, maybe 2 each. Now we get 1.08 carriers a year of the Soria class. And of course, insufficient resources. I'm starting to see that, you know, Japan has quite a resource problem. Resource hog. But that's only with 33 military factories. There we go, Treaty of Yan'an. Go, that's what we demanded, and now we have even more areas. We can modify the government, everyone is happy. Perfect, ultimate and everything. Let's see, ground support is what we're using the most. Bad weather penalty could be pretty good. Night operations penalty. I mean, the weather can be pretty bad in this part of Asia at times. So let's pick that. That's what I'm basing my strategic decisions on. Assumptions. Without no basis. Some more fighters, I suppose. Towed artillery. I think we're going to need a lot more of that, especially when I've gotten through my ideas. Now we have available war goals against Jibei Sanma, but first we will add a front line here for these units. Wait, okay, that's the wrong front line. Never mind. Ignore that part. Let's see. Let's do a new front line and focus on Jibei-sama and edit it until it reaches around so. There we go. That's the front line for you. Meanwhile, these 17 brigades or divisions, I mean, okay, never mind. Over here is the desert. Mountains and desert. Mountains and desert are over here. Which means that, considering this is cavalry, they don't need as many things. I think they will be stationed way over here in the desert. So I will change their position to be alongside. Wait, what do Germans like? Right now, would it go for that border or that border? It went for this border. Okay, there we go. There's your new border. Everyone just get over there. And these with more traditional forces will be part of this border here. It's quite a long border, but you know the enemy is not very strong and not very big. Guangxi, however, is posing a bigger threat than expected. And considering I have no fleets available, Japan Fleet 4. Instead of doing what you're doing over here, can I remove that? Let's just do that here instead. You will search and destroy. Actually, just do patrolling over there, and hopefully we can use this army finally for a naval invasion of Guangxi. Wait, I need to pick my port and my attack point. There we go, and he will need some time to prepare. 28 days. That could mean that we will most likely be done by the time he's done all his considerations, but I mean, he will get some experience in planning, I guess. We're relying an awful lot on the United States. This is not very good. For oil and steel, we're relying on the United States, and for rubber, we're relying on the United Kingdom, so all of them enemies of the state itself. So when do these expire so I don't miss them? Oh, that's a long time for them to last. But considering almost everyone here is ready, I think adding a sort of the offensive line. Your mission is to take the capital and to push through. While your mission will be quite fun. It will be to take this part. And you will do it like that, and you will do it like this. Which will work pretty well. It will work well. What is your objections? Some divisions are not in position. Well, that will be solved fairly soon. And let's start the war. Declare war and conquer focus will be a decision. There we go. Declare war. And start the invasion. This is the most organized it will ever be. Some units are in low supplies. There's low supplies. There's just going to be low supplies here. There's nothing to be done about that. Here we go, and just I will override their command and just send it immediately to Goldmood before the enemy can react and send reinforcements. Missing equipment production, tactical bomber. So I will then do some tactical bombing just to get away that message. Let's see, where's the tactical bomber? I can't find it in the list. Oh, it's because I haven't unlocked it yet. So it's a really annoying message then if I have not unlocked the ability to build them. Yet I start with some. I see. Tactical bomber. Wait, is this called counted as a tactical bomber? I suppose so. So, but then why can't I add it? Build aircraft. Where's the tactical bomber? Oh, interwar bomber. Here it was. Okay, so take one away from there, and it will automatically be added here. There was only one needed, so only one airplane got shot down. So against the Guangxi clique, we lost 12,000 men. The reorganized nationalist China, has lost 14,000. And Mengoku, I don't know, 113 in casualties, while the Guangxi clique has lost 30k. 30k, no, that's quite a lot. I'm glad I'm not them. Having to fight me. What I am worried about, though, is what will happen when we invade over here. All the invasions that will have to go down, and the naval combat that will be quite important. Defeating the Royal Navy. Because I am not experienced at all when it comes to naval combat in this game. But, you know, you gotta learn. And if we lose, we lose. And if we win, we win. That's very wisely said of me. But it's true, and sometimes you just kind of have to take risks and see what happens. And you will learn from your mistakes. As I mentioned previously, when I started out playing Victoria 2 and failed immensely, I was playing as Transvaal because I thought, you know, playing as a big country seemed scary. Seems like so much responsibility. So I wanted to play as a small country, Transvaal, and I got my ass kicked. And I didn't play the game for basically 6 months after that, before I eventually managed to learn the game. And this will require more resources, allocating 5 more dockyards to the production of Soria-class carriers will incur us to get more steel. So please, please, United States, give us more steel, and please, please give us more oil. Hopefully our things here, constructions of these things, will be done soon enough, so we don't have to deal with that. But I'm not counting on it. Hopefully these things over here, Netherlands and the Indonesias, will provide enough oil to last us quite a while. So what do these even produce? Here's producing tungsten and chromium. And here are rubber. Oh, rubber. Awesome. This area produces rubber. This area is producing tungsten and chromium. We don't have any information on this area. Laos. Holy hell, this is a lot of rubber and tungsten. So these are incredibly valuable areas. But here we are now with getting done some other stuff. So we could go for sever Sino-German ties. The reason why... that seems pretty bad. I mean, why would we need to do that? The Germans are our friends. And then probably head for Axis leanings and demand French Indochina, which will probably fit in fairly well with the fall of Yunnan and everything. The Guangxi clique. And soon enough, Qibei Sanma will fall as well. There's no real doubt about that. Let's see, there are about 57% towards capitulation. As soon as we take Goldmood, the war is over. It's just a bit of a slog to get there, due to the terrain in the faraway land of Qibei Sanma. I mean, comparing these areas here, 40 million, you know, stuff like that. It's actually a surprising lack of people in Beijing, I gotta say. I was expecting when I saw, you know, 19 million, okay, but in Beijing it will probably be a 15 million. No, it's only 10 million. Here in 40 million though. Is there anything that is bigger? Can I not get into the strategic naval mode? I don't think that it will be I don't think that will be beat by any province. At least not that I can find. 40 million seems to be the most in the game so far. Let's see, is Delhi? No, but close enough. Bihar is close enough as well. East Bengal, West Bengal, no. But there's a lot of places over here that is very close to beating it. Very close. Not way over there, but I mean Delhi, not too close, but Bihar, very close indeed. But 40.2 million could be the victor here. I mean, Japan, which is known for having a lot of population, has nothing in comparison. Of course, I mean, China and India are ridiculous when it comes to population, but still. So Shandong officially, or temporarily at least, named as the most populous area in the game. Which means that China has a lot of population to draw troops from. Question if I should get some light tank destroyers or not. I think not. I think that will be it for now. Weapons 2. That's a bit earlier. I mean, a bit ahead of time. But, no. I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to waste any time. Oh, come on. Let's see. Industry. This is still ahead of time. This is not. Synthetic oil plants stuff. No, radio detection. Let's go for radio detection. That seems good. Guangxi click. 55,000 men have died on the Chinese side. I mean, this is not going too well for us. To be fair, I think most of it is in attrition. I would like to see a sort of, you know, summary down here saying, you know, that, oh, in total, 14,000 has died on this side and 8 on this. That would be pretty cool. I'm assuming that will be added eventually. Okay. Guangzhou. Oh, I forgot about the invasion. Never mind, then you won't get your invasion. Guangzhou can fall on its own. Modify governments. What can we modify? Partial mobilization, limited exports. We could go for war economy. I don't see any actual negatives coming from that. It lowers the amount of consumer goods factories, it increases the military factory construction speed, and the conversion rate. So that seems like more factories for the masses, or actually less factories for the masses and more factories for us to build stuff with. So this means that only 9 are stuck in consumer goods at the moment. 18 are used for trading, which is so many. So many. We need to lay off when it comes to trade here. We need to get important areas that produces a lot. Like, look at this. Only 1 tungsten is being produced. What is all of this producing? Oh, it's actually producing quite a bit. I'm not going to complain about that. And not about that either. I mean, these areas will be useful. Unfortunately, Changchi and the areas here will not be. I guess all of Manchuria is nothing being produced. Which makes no sense, really. There should gotta be something at least being produced there. Now, however, we could get started on this to have it done in time. Okay. I said I wasn't going to waste any time, but here I am wasting time nonetheless. That's just how the world is. Sometimes you have to change your mind.